Welcome back, football romantics, to episode 8 of our World Cup 2026 Daily Diary. I am Arthur, and sitting across from me, as always, is the tactical mind herself, Nora. Today, we have a massive amount of ground to cover. This is easily our most dense episode so far, closing out the first round of action with a multitude of matches. And frankly, we have to start by talking about another big upset.
Thanks, Dad. You're not kidding about the chaos. We had incredible matches like Iraq versus Norway. 1-4, Argentina beating Algeria with a hat trick from Messi, 3-0, and Austria against Jordan, 3-1. But the absolute headline has to be the Democratic Republic of Congo holding Portugal to a 1-1 draw. Yoan Wissa, securing Congo DR's first ever World Cup point, is a massive story. Later on, Colombia struggled but did grab a 3-1 win in the end.
It truly is. I remember watching so many Portuguese sides over the decades, always packed with flair, but sometimes lacking that final ruthless edge. Today felt like a ghost of tournaments past. And speaking of the past, haunting the present, the narrative around Cristiano Ronaldo starting is getting complicated. He was held without a goal, and there is a real question bubbling up. Is his presence on the pitch dictating the play too heavily and negatively impacting Portugal's flow?
The numbers certainly highlight a severe lack of efficiency. If you look at Portugal's expected goals, or XG, they generated plenty of opportunities, but their big chances missed metric was incredibly high. Every attack funneled through the center, making them completely predictable in the final third. Maybe the news about Martinez not extending his contract has an impact as well on the team. Compare that to England's 4-2 win over Croatia. England's XG per 90 translated perfectly into actual goals. They were surgical.
Oh, that England match was a proper World Cup cracker, the kind of game that leaves your heart racing. Harry Kane delivered a true captain's performance, lifting them over Croatia. But what stood out to me was Jude Bellingham. He is simply England's man for elite moments. And the pure passion. Did you see him kick over that console table in celebration? That is the raw emotion you want to see. But the English weren't the only ones shining. Erling Haaland punished Iraq with a beautiful double on his World Cup debut, and Messi dazzled against Algeria, equaling the all-time World Cup scoring record.
Messi tying the record is historic. But what do the numbers say about a team that urgently needs a tactical overhaul? I want to do a deep dive on Canada. They are gearing up to face Qatar, and the metrics are showing some red flags, mostly due to their injury-depleted lineup. Coach Jesse Marsch is trying to keep an optimistic front, hinting that Moise Bombito might potentially play a role. But Julian de Guzman basically stated that he doesn't see Bombito or Alphonso Davies ready to give any valuable minutes yet.
It is a heavy burden for the host nation. The pressure in Vancouver is already immense, with Qatar even complaining about a lack of privacy at their training grounds. To go into this match without your talismans fully fit requires immense character.
Exactly. Tactically, Ismail Kone had a great point. Canada needs to play with a high-speed tempo to cause Qatar problems. If they rely on their standard wide overloads without Davies pushing the pace, their shots on target per 90 will plummet. Marsch won't reveal if he is making adjustments to his starting 11, but the heat maps from their recent matches show a dangerous lack of penetration when they fail to press high.
It is fascinating how the modern game breaks down into these zones and tempos. But when I think about players who could control the tempo of an entire pitch effortlessly, I do not think of heat maps. I think of Alfredo Di Stefano.
Going deep into the archives today, he sits at number 6 on the all-time greats list.
Indeed. The blonde arrow. Long before we had terms like false nine or box-to-box, there was Di Stefano, the original Galactico. He had this mesmerizing aura. He didn't just play a position, he played the entire football pitch. I remember older generations talking about him like a myth. He had this elegant, sweeping style where he would defend in his own penalty area and then, seconds later, finish the attack at the other end. He was the complete footballer before anyone even knew what that meant.
It is funny you mention his all-over-the-pitch style. The data analysts would have loved to build his profile both defensively and offensively. Speaking of things people love today, the internet is having an absolute field day off the pitch. Have you seen the social media buzz around the Ghana team?
I haven't, but I did catch Caleb Urenke's last gasp winner robbing Panama of a point. A beautiful moment of stoppage time heroics.
The celebrations happened not only on the pitch for Ghana. Even before the game, they were dancing in the hotel lobby. The party after extra time is probably still going on right now. The viral clips are incredible. And on the flip side, the English fans are in peak tournament form. After that one thrilling win against Croatia, literally everywhere you go near their camps, fans are blasting Oasis. The trend lines are hilarious. One win, and the entire timeline believes they are bringing it home. You've got to love modern internet culture.
I love the optimism. It simply wouldn't be a World Cup without England fans believing they will win the trophy after the opening match. The atmosphere is electric. Now, looking ahead to today's slate, we have some fascinating matchups. Czech Republic taking on South Africa, Switzerland against Bosnia, the Canada and Qatar game we analyzed, and Mexico facing South Korea.
Mexico is ready for liftoff after a steady start, and South Korea's transition game is highly efficient. The XG models predict a really open end-to-end match with plenty of big chances created.
I couldn't agree more. The tactical contrast will be brilliant, but more importantly, the passion from both sets of supporters will be a sight to behold. I say, we settle in and watch Mexico versus South Korea together today.
You have got a deal. I will get my real-time data dashboards ready, and you can handle the nostalgia.
Sounds like a perfect balance. Thank you all for joining us on this journey through the beautiful game. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we break down Canada's crucial clash and see if Mexico can truly achieve liftoff. Until then, enjoy the football.